We're going to move to our next chapter in the show today, and we're going to talk about Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, and Platform. But probably the best way to see that is through a customer. So I'd like to share a story with you about Stanley Black Decker.
Being able to fulfill a connected device world that not only connects devices, connects people, connects our businesses and our suppliers is the future and the vision of Stanley Black Decker. Stanley Black Decker is a Fortune 500 company, a little over $11 billion in revenue, 45,000 employees globally. We extend well past a wrench in a catalog into helping people to build, helping people to create, making them better and more effective and more efficient at the creative process. When people think about the brand, they think about quality they've trusted for a very, very long time.
Being a customer company is absolutely imperative to Stanley Black Decker. It's about the opportunity that we have to make our customer a brand loyalist for life. Using Service Cloud is like having a help button embedded in all of our products.
You may have people who are used to working with their hands under the hood of a car and who like to turn wrenches, but they still have an expectation that if they have a question, it can get answered quickly. They don't necessarily see it as technology, they see it as the experience, and it's what keeps them coming back.
Mobile application development at Stanley Black Decker is on the forefront, especially Mac tools, due to the fact that we're a mobile business. We're out on trucks.
The one common thread throughout the entire continuum is speed. The people who represent us in the marketplace, be it franchisees or distributors, they need answers quickly because demand is perishable.
Almost everything on this truck has lifetime warranty. So we have to service that customer for the life of that tool. We put together the ability for our franchisees to send text messages from their truck, which automatically go into the Service Cloud.
Using the Service Cloud absolutely impacts sales. When you can log 100% of your cases, when you can have the information that you need to get back to people quickly, then that inspires loyalty.
We can share that information across the Service Cloud. We can share that information across sales teams, which allows us to grow the business, allows us to get stronger, which gets us to the next level.
The paradigm of connected devices is the next generation for all companies. Tools talking to the devices, devices talking to people. Your tool tells your phone that you needed to replace your battery, or your toolbox tells you that you forgot to lock it.
And then the future vision is for this technology to be robust enough and cost-effective enough to be embedded into the tools that you would buy at a big box outlet. You could bring that all the way down to the consumer application in the brother-in-law model of who borrowed my tool and do they still have it.
That ability to take information from that particular tool and how it's being used and sharing that information within the Service Cloud is a huge advantage. We can make people better. We can make technicians smarter.
I do see the Salesforce1 platform being an enabler for this vision of connected products, connected communities, smart tools as they evolve to genius tools.
The Service Cloud allows us to engage with our customers in ways we never thought possible.
Service Cloud has given us the ability to capture the information efficiently, to be able to share the information efficiently, to be able to give our customers the answers they need more quickly and more accurately than we've ever been able to do before.
And now I'd like to bring up one of the great leaders in our company, Sarah Patterson, who's going to share more with us about Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, and Platform. Thanks so much, Sarah.
Great. Thank you, Lynn. Good morning, Chicago. I'm really excited to be here because this is actually my husband's hometown, so it feels a little bit like my adopted hometown. As Lynn said, I'm really going to be walking you through today our sales product, our service product, and our platform. And what's really exciting for us here at Salesforce, and what we're really honored by, is that we continue to be recognized for the leadership that we have in our products. And as you can see, well, if you have a magnifying glass, then you can probably see that Salesforce is the dot in the upper right-hand leadership quadrant for not just the Sales Cloud Magic Quadrant, but also for our customer service product and for our platform product. But we didn't get here on our own. Right? We got here with help from all of you because we want to make sure that everything that we are building in our products is helping you to succeed in your businesses each and every day. And it's that customer success that really is the most important value to us here at Salesforce. And that's why we're really excited to see how our products are helping our customers succeed across all key business metrics. And if you look up at this slide, you can see that our Sales Cloud product is not just able to help sales teams sell faster than ever before, but it's able to help your sales team sell more than ever before. Your customer service teams can answer customer questions the right way the first time, which leads to an increase in customer satisfaction. And as all of you know, no two businesses are the same, right? You need to be able to build and deploy apps that are customized for your specific business needs. And using our platform, you can do that almost 60% faster than you could before, and all while reducing costs. But as you heard Lynn talk about, we're in this new world, the Internet of Customers, and you need to keep evolving your business for this new world. And this isn't anything new to you, right? You know that your customer needs change each and every day. And that's why we announced the Salesforce1 Customer Platform. You can think of this as all of your CRM data that you can access from your laptop, that you can access from your desktop, but now you can access it from any device, be it your iPhone, your Android, or your tablet. And because this is a platform, you can build and deploy all of those amazing custom mobile apps that Fergus was just talking about. Now, think about all of the different mobile apps that you use each and every day. Maybe you use Uber to get a ride over here today. Or if you're like me, you're on your phone trying to book all of your travel for your business meetings and trips. So I'm in, a United app, or I'm in a Starwoods app trying to book all of my hotels and my flights. Think about the last time that you had a question and you were in one of those mobile apps. What was that experience like? Were you able to access help immediately right in that mobile app? If you were, was that a personalized one-to-one experience with a customer service agent who actually knew who you were to that company? Now, I'm going to tell you a little stat that we have found that's it blew my mind when I heard it. 90% of mobile apps on the market today have inadequate help. Think about that. That's 9 out of every 10 mobile apps that are out there on the market don't have the right help in them. That's why we are really excited that today we are announcing a new feature that we're building. It is the Salesforce1 Service SOS. This now allows you to embed support into all of your customer-facing mobile apps. Think about the power of doing that. Now, everybody can have their own Amazon Mayday-like experience. When somebody is using your mobile app and they have a question, they can instantly access help, get their case routed to the agent that has the right expertise to help them solve that, and they can even do a one-to-one live video chat with that agent. And in addition to that, if that wasn't good enough, that agent can actually see exactly what that customer sees on their mobile app and can guide them through that app experience. How incredible is that? And of course, this is all backed up by all of the rich customer information that you have in your CRM database about who that customer is to you and what they mean to your business. So we're going to show you this and all of our other incredible sales, service, and platform products in our demo right now. Is everybody ready to see this in action? Great. Dave, let's bring up our demo. Here, we are now looking at Nicole's iPhone. Nicole is the sales rep with Stanley Black Decker, and she does what actually a lot of you are doing right now. She jumps right into her mobile device whenever she can. And we can see that she pulled up her Salesforce1 mobile app. And right in her feed, she can see all of her key business updates in Chatter. And when she swipes right, she can access all of the same CRM information that she can access on her desktop, but right from the palm of her hand. And she can even access custom apps, like all those apps that Fergus was just showing us. And she can access apps like Today. Today, I personally love using this app because it pulls your calendar into Salesforce1 and it integrates it with all of your CRM data. That's a huge boost to productivity as you go throughout your day. And Nicole, she's seeing her next meeting of the day is with Pit Stop Service Centers. This is a big deal for her, so she dives right in to start prepping for the meeting. Here she can learn key information on who she's meeting with, what they care about. And she can even go over and see all of her opportunity information. So she can see how big this deal is, what stage it's at. She can also see all of her custom objects right on this opportunity. So she can see, for instance, all of the different products that Chris is interested in buying. But now, no matter how much you prep for any meeting you go into, what inevitably happens when you're in that meeting with your customer? Well, they usually ask you a question you don't know the answer to. But Nicole, she doesn't worry about this at all. Because Salesforce1 is a platform, Stanley Black Decker did something that's pretty cool. And they built their product catalog right onto their mobile app. And so here, because this is also a platform, she can see this on any device. So Nicole decides she's going to pull out her tablet right in the meeting. And if we switch the view right now, we see that she can dive into that product catalog, and now she can start looking for the tool that Chris is asking her about. He's asking her about one of their Mentor Touch devices. It's a new one on the market. So she dives down through this to find that specific tool. And there we can see it's in the middle of the page. She pulls up this information, and now, sitting side by side with Chris, she can walk him through and answer all of his questions about this product. And Chris, he is absolutely sold. So right here from the iPad, she can add this to the opportunity with just a couple of touches. And now, when Chris is ready to buy, she can actually show him all of the different products he's interested in buying, and we see that the Mentor Touch is right there at the top of the page. And now, what Stanley Black Decker did in this app that's really cool is she can actually have Chris sign on the bottom line, or dotted line, whichever it is, right here on the app. And she can close that deal. Don't we always wish that selling was this easy? That's absolutely powerful. But now we all know that just because you've made the sale, that doesn't mean that your relationship with that customer ends. And in fact, it's just beginning. So let's jump over and see how Stanley Black Decker is servicing their customers. Here, we're now going to look at Mike's phone. Mike works at Pit Stop Service Centers, and we can see that he's been using those tools that they just bought, and he's using this one impact wrench from DeWalt, and he's noticing that its battery level keeps draining. But what does he do when he has a question? He doesn't have his manual in his back pocket, so he pulls out his mobile phone, and he dives right into DeWalt's connected app. Here he can see that impact wrench at the top of the page. He dives in here, and now, because we're living in this connected world that Lynn talked about, he can see all of the specific information about this wrench, but right from his phone. So he can see its monthly usage and its battery levels. And DeWalt has also used the Salesforce platform to embed help right in the mobile app. He touches that help button in the top right-hand corner, and now he's taken to DeWalt's self-service center. Here he can search for an answer to his question about how to increase the power of this wrench. He sees that, that second article there seems like it has some good information. So he taps into it. And what's better than actually reading about a solution? Well, how about watching a video? How is that for selling and servicing in this YouTube era? That's pretty cool. This one's a little bit too general for him. So he decides he's going to ask his question of the community. And because he knows that there's a lot of these wrenches out there on the market, and he wants to make sure he's getting the right help he needs, he can even add a photo to show people exactly which tool he's using. Now, this post goes out there, and DeWalt's avid community of do-it-yourselfers start jumping in to help him answer this question. But let's now take a look at what's happening behind the scene at DeWalt's Customer Engagement Center. This is now Sam's Agent Desktop. We can see that right here, he's able to access his Service Cloud console. And you can see that this is helping him manage his workload and his case queue, because he can see all of the important information about these cases, like what stage each of them are at, their priority level. He can even see all of the different channels these cases are coming in from. And he's getting cases from traditional channels, like email and phone. He's getting cases from social channels. And he's also getting cases from the community itself. He dives into that case at the top of his queue. This is the one from Mike. And here, in the case page, he can now see all of the contact information about Mike. And below this, he has a real-time feed view of all of the steps that have been taken to solve this case. Now, this is a new case for Mike, and this happens all the time in call centers. So he's not quite sure how to go about solving this. Fortunately, DeWalt is using the Service Cloud's new predictive intelligence feature. And on the right-hand side of the screen there, you can see that he's getting pushed suggested knowledge articles and even similar cases that he can use to help him solve this case quickly. He dives into that similar case, and now notice that the middle of the screen is changing. We're now looking at a view of that other case. And we can see all of the steps that that agent took to solve the case, and even all of the knowledge that that agent used to solve it. Sam now learns that it's probably an issue with some dust getting built up in a barrel in that wrench, and he can see that this diagram right here shows him how to take the wrench apart and clean that barrel out. So now all he needs to do is get this information back out to Mike. Right from his console, without having to switch screens or go anywhere else, he can post this information directly back out to that community. So now, let's take a look and see if Mike is actually able to get this wrench working. We are now going to pull up on the other side of our screen here a view of the Pit Stop Service Center. We see that Mike is hard at work, and we can see that he's got his mobile phone sitting right in front of him. He notices that knowledge article just popped right up on the feed. But you know what? He's a little bit like me, and he gets frustrated if it takes him a long time to try to solve one of these issues. He's looking at this diagram. It looks complicated. So he decides, I'm going to pull my lifeline. He taps that SOS button, and the second that he does, look at the left side of the screen here, because we can see that that call comes right into the agent console. And now we have a real-time view of exactly what is happening on Mike's mobile device. Hi, Mike. This is Sarah. How are you doing?
Whoa, Sarah, is that you?
Yes, it is. I'm in customer service now. How are you doing? We
No
noticed
way.
that
That's pretty
you
cool.
had a problem with your wrench, and we sent you this knowledge article to see if we could try to help you. Did you find it helpful?
Yeah, I see the diagram, but I still can't get my drill to work. Can you help me out?
Absolutely. So the first thing is I see that the little video image is actually blocking an important part of the diagram. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw on your mobile screen here. Can you move the video image over to that X? You just have to tap it with your finger.
Sure thing. 1 second. Oh, wow. That's pretty sweet.
Awesome.
Okay.
So the first thing is this part here gets a little sticky when you're opening up the wrench. So you might have to use a little bit of torque to open that up. And then this part over here is the part that you actually need to clean out. Maybe you have some sawdust or something built up in there. Are you able to do that?
Got it. Yep, got it in there. All right. Thanks, Sarah.
Awesome. Say hi to Chicago.
Hey, Chicago.
So now, the second that we end that call, that transcript of the call and the video and everything is going to pop right up on the case record. So Sam or any other agent can always go back and see exactly what they did to help Mike solve that case. That is a view at the future of mobile customer service and the power of the Salesforce1 platform. Thank you, Chicago, and back to you, Lynn.
Thanks, Sarah. She has some amazing skills that I just learned about today. That was quite impressive, Sarah. I'm going to call you when I need my drill fixed next time. Absolutely. All right. The Stanley Black Decker story is just awesome, and I love what they've done with connected devices. And today we have the head of application development joining us. Please welcome Ryan Lawrence. Ryan? Hey.
How are you?
I love what you guys are doing. Can you talk about the vision in terms of how you're connecting with your customers through all these devices?
Absolutely. Where we're going is we're trying to create a community, like you said, a community of customers. And how we're doing that is we're leveraging the platform to build that community, get our customers engaged, get them talking to us in all different channels, and giving them the ability to communicate with us however they need to communicate. And the next step with that is to bring the devices into the conversation. So as you've seen in the video and the demos, the drills excuse me, talking to the phones. We have devices out there now that are active RFID that are talking to the cloud. We have devices out there that are large vending machines, similar to the soda concept that you had that dole out MRO stores and MRO parts. They're all conversing with the cloud, and our customers are engaging, our channel partners are engaging, and everyone's having this big social conversation around our products.
Well, it's just amazing the work that you guys are doing, and it's so inspiring. So thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for sharing your story today.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.